You wanted to follow up on the hydroxychloroquine.
I'm wondering if you're concerned. This VA study showed that actually more people died that used the drug that didn't, and I'm wondering if Governor Cuomo brought you back any results.
No, we didn't discuss it, and I don't know of the report. Obviously, there have been some very good reports, and perhaps this one's not a good report, but we'll be looking at it. We'll have a comment on it.
A panel of experts at the NIH is actually now recommending against the use of hydroxychloroquine in combination with Z-Pak, which is something you've
we'll
been
take a look at
recommending.
it. I'm always willing to take a look. Hydroxychloroquine. Hydroxychloroquine. That's hydroxychloroquine. I keep talking about hydroxychloroquine. I don't know. It's looking like it's having some good results. The good news is we haven't heard anything bad. I just hope that hydroxychloroquine wins.
Get the picture? Trump was talking repeatedly about hydroxychloroquine and how it was this miracle drug and giving the impression over and over against the advice of medical experts like Dr. Fauci that basically, this could be the magic pill. We could have figured it out. It's a drug that is supposed to treat malaria and other diseases. People who have chronic illnesses like lupus were experiencing a shortage, a backlog, or a backorder of this drug because people were hoarding it. People who didn't need it, people who were just afraid about the coronavirus, who had the means to actually get access to it. And it was a huge problem. That's just an additional problem on top of the fact that this new VA study shows, and yes, it's just one study, but the evidence is not good, that hydroxychloroquine actually may have worsened the conditions in patients who had coronavirus because it is such a potent, intense drug. They did not find any efficacy when it comes to treating COVID-19. A malaria drug widely touted by President Donald Trump for treating the new coronavirus showed no benefit in a large analysis of its use in U.S. veterans hospitals. About 28% who were given hydroxychloroquine plus usual care died, versus 11% of those getting routine care alone. That's huge. About 22% of those getting the drug plus azithromycin died too, but the difference between that group and the usual care was not considered large enough to rule out other factors that could have affected survival. Hydroxychloroquine made no difference in the need for a breathing machine either. What a surprise. The president who believes climate change is a Chinese hoax, the Republican Party who is vehemently against science because it affects their bottom line, all those fossil fuels, they're not doing so hot right now. I know that they were all in your investment portfolios and you're very invested in that dying industry. We should probably make sure it dies now, by the way. What a surprise that they're giving you scientific misinformation on how to treat the coronavirus, let alone that Republican governors throughout the country are about to reopen their economies and reopen their states. Because again, it's all about the bottom line. The pro-life party is not pro-life. They want to sacrifice the weak, as some people were saying, as protesters were saying. I covered this on the Damage Report with John today. That's their mantra now. The party that said life is sacred, cared about life above all else. Yeah, they want to kill people so that the economy can reopen. Yeah. As always, it was never about, life. It was about controlling women's bodies. We knew this. And as always, they've repeatedly shown that they are aggressively anti-intellectual and anti-science and are unable to grasp certain concepts like clinical trials. And it might have actually really hurt people because, again, this drug, hydroxychloroquine, is really intense and allowing people to hoard up and store it and take it without prescriptions or without trials in order to combat the coronavirus was reckless, to say the very least.